Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's cast, VRML Season 15, Week 7. I'm Leander, and I'm luckily not alone today because I have a co-caster with me here, and it's Just Stolt. Hello, hello.
Hello, welcome to the Newbies with ARCANI. Thank you for having me, Leander.
Yes, no problem. Thanks for joining and tuning in for today. It's going to be an interesting match. As you already mentioned, it's between the Newbies and ARCANI here. So, what do you think about these two teams?
Well, the Newbies are a really experienced team that got himself a new addition to the roster. Leonardo, Imperial Captain, and that could really help them progressing forward, let's say. And ARCANI opened their season not too bad, but they are clearly the underdog for today.
Yes, I would definitely agree with you here. I mean, if you take a look on their current standings, on the European standings here, we actually have ARCANI here placed on place 14 and Newbies on place 11 there. It's just because Newbies haven't been playing too many matches yet. Let's take a look on the matchup real quick. Newbies have been playing 6 matches yet. Won 2 out of them and actually lost 4. ARCANI actually having a 50-50 rate here with 6 matches played, 3 won, 3 lost. And if you take a look on the bans for today, let's just not go into the stats yet, let's talk about the bans. On Newbie side here we have Cargo and Quarantine. Just what do you think about the bans?
Well, Newbies clearly went for the ARCANI strong suit. They banned Cargo and Quarantine, even though Newbies are really good at Cargo. They have 3 for 3 from Cargo, but it does seem if you go to ARCANI stats that Newbies just banned their best maps. Regarding ARCANI bans, you want to tell them or I will tell them?
Yeah, I'm going to tell them here Snowpeak and Downfall, which are some far long range combat maps here. These are normally the maps you take a little bit longer on. I mean, if you take a look on these stats real quick. ARCANI playing 5 rounds on Downfall and having a 20% win rate there. And yeah, the other Snowpeak actually not mentioned here. If you take a look on Newbies bans here, as you mentioned, Cargo played 15 times for Newbies here. Win rate of actually 80, but ARCANI have been playing Cargo 25 rounds here. Rounds with a 68% win rate here. So I would say on this season ARCANI is definitely playing these maps quite more times than Newbies, and that might tell the bans here for today, right?
Yeah, and also ARCANI seems to ban Downfall, which Newbies are 2 from 2 in. Regarding Snowpeak, maybe they're a bit scared of it. Newbies are 1 from 2 winning there. So maybe they're just not feeling that comfortable in there. But I'm really excited for the match, and it's all of the players are in the lobby, and we're waiting for the timer to go for the first round.
While we're waiting, so yes, we can actually talk about the first map for today, which is going to be Arctic. Close combat map here. What do you think about Arctic? Take a look on the stats.
Well, the Newbies obviously wanted the feeling of Cargo or something CQB that they are controlling, they are good at, but they didn't want to give them the strength of going to Cargo, and maybe the things that ARCANI will be caught off guard here. The Newbies have in roster today Jason, Phantom, Sophobe, and Oasis and Electric. Really good CQB roster. One of the, like, if you pick from the Newbies roster, their best CQB, it's probably that, and they're probably really using the strength regarding that map, and they're really looking to show that. Regarding ARCANI, I'm not so sure regarding their experience in that map, but it does seem like they played it once and lost. So maybe Newbies are really trying to catch them off guard here.
ARCANI have been playing 6 rounds on Arctic here, winning 33% out of them. Yeah, might not tell too much here, playing this one time and losing this. Alright, now I guess the lobby's full. We're ready to start now. Let's just wait for the first round to start, right? Meanwhile, I'm going to welcome every viewer here. Thanks for tuning in for this interesting matchup for today. And, well, if you have any issues, feel free to let me know. Leave a comment in the live chat there. I'm going to read that. Yeah, let's talk about the first OBJ here. Meanwhile, we are waiting.
The southeast corner
Yep.
OBJ. Capable, but need to be catched off guard, which means with a flash, capping from the corner, or just isolating a player in the northeast side of the map, or something like that. It's really interesting to see how the Newbies gonna approach this. Are they gonna try to go for the cap? Are they gonna go for center control? And while we're speaking, off we go to the first round.
Round number 1, ladies and gentlemen, for today's matchup between the Newbies and ARCANI here. ARCANI starting on the defense here now, and I'm quite interested to see how they're going to play this. Because from what I've seen from them, they're playing a little bit off the meter there. Eventually they can catch the Newbies here with unexpected spots.
The Newbies spawning in the northwest, starting their approach with a 2-3 split, it seems. 2 going northboard, and the rest are split in middle and south. ARCANI with a bit strict defense.
Yeah, I mean we have John Clark, Recycle, and a Rumor here, almost next to the OBJ.
OBJ, yeah, Furion, but look at that. The center is completely open, giving them the entire center control. But Neo getting the first peek under the truck. Really common position to be in, but really got one going off the container here. Electric wasn't watching out enough and did get shot. Neo can have potential to kill even more.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, the middle is quite open, which should be one of the weak points of this defense from them right here, in my opinion. But Neo actually getting
Neo.
Jason here. Second kill. And Recycle getting...
Oasis. Neo crashing the Newbies on the north.
Frag not quite landing where it was supposed to be. And now it's a 2 against 5 in favor for ARCANI. It's
2v5. The Newbies are struggling to breach it. Jason could not get a refrag on electric on the north, and Neo putting up great work in that position and leaning to the side, making sure that he can do it and taking out both. Will Leonardo will be able to take the refrag? We don't know yet.
Yeah, I believe the Newbies are now trying to stay back a little bit and analyze what ARCANI is going to do with where they are standing. As you can see, they're not like running into it. Staying a
Yeah,
bit
they're
back
being
here.
disciplined, really being disciplined, but they gave up on the middle, and that could be their weakness point. If Leonardo will be able to utilize that center point, he could kill maybe Recycle and bait a Rumor out and maybe kill another. And he can really do a lot of damage and catch the defense off guard. And I really like to mention all the time that when you get a kill from an unexpected angle, it's panicking the defense, and the defense could do weird rotations and be exposed, and really can catch them off guard. And as we see, Phantom is taking control of the center.
Now I don't know. Going through the center, as you mentioned, yeah. He's trying to clear it out a little bit.
Some distraction from Self. He's using smokes.
And getting Dog here.
As I said, that could be really valuable for them. That's the first rotation. But he needs one more on the OBJ to be able to make the defense panic a bit. Maybe push Neo back to the OBJ. Or alternatively, being able to kill all 3 on OBJ and Neo won't be able to rotate on time. And that they could even secure the cap.
Yeah, I mean, they have 3 of their defenders now. All of the ones remaining alive on the OBJ. Placed on OBJ and...
Lark and Recycle. Recycle put in an 18.
No, actually Neo is still left there. Actually, Leonardo. Neo getting Leonardo there. It's a 1 against 4 in favor for ARCANI here. It's getting quite interesting now. Is a Rumor going to see him? Yes, he is, but not managing to kill him there.
And the trade. ARCANI. Neo putting it in for ARCANI. That position in the van, they can taking 2 kills and then catching Leonardo in the rotation. That was really powerful for them, and ARCANI managing to get the lead against the Newbies. A match for that to me. They are the underdog, but maybe they are here to prove otherwise.
Yeah, this is definitely quite unexpected here. The Newbies just not expecting the defense from ARCANI here, with Neo all the way on the spread out there and able to get, how many have there been? 3? Yeah, 3 of the Newbies there, and yeah, the rest of the ARCANI defenders, all of them have been stacked on the OBJ. I guess there was one taking a little bit the center here, but it was quite a weak point, and Newbies just did not take it. Didn't use that weak point.
Yeah, but that refrag on Neo position, which is really common position, should have come a smoke, a nade, a shot.
Yeah.
There's a really good way of taking it. If you look at camera 2, I don't know if in your scoreboard, but in camera 2, if you stand behind that Hesco, you can just pop above it and just pre-fire the entire thing, which is really common to do and get Neo. But Neo really powerful. 3 kills and off we go to the second round. Now the Newbies in defense, having mirror response for both team.
Yeah, it's here Newbies are going to pull this off now. In my opinion, it's slightly a little bit easier to defend this OBJ. It's harder to master on attack, in my opinion. There more things you need to worry on. And let's take a look on that. We have 2 of the defenders, actually, no, only 1 rushing it now. Eventually taking a flank there. What do you think?
But you can see immediately that the difference between the defenses. We have a full south control, a center control, and the north control, which means it's a more forward approach. But we'll get it.
So
Yeah,
forgetting a rumor there. What a nice kill, a nice pre-fire.
Yeah, nice sound pick.
Yeah.
More than a pre-fire. Yeah, the good sound pick and recycle. We'll have to try figure out this. Right now, they'll have to figure out their approach. The problem is they were not pushing that strong at the beginning, and a lot of forward aggression coming in. Electric, look at the line. Soft, Leonardo, and Electric all having the center line, taking it really good, having all of the exits. Doc pushing the container with Leonardo to catch him.
We can definitely see the difference here of these 2 teams defending. I feel like the Newbies are way more aggressive here, and they're not fully rushing it, but ARCANI was just staying back, having their spots, and as you can see, Leonardo or so forth have been playing.
Maybe they are afraid from their aggression and they're trying to solve it. Just I think it's gonna be a bit hard with the position that the Newbies taking. They play in a sound position, so Electric and Soft playing sound position. They only pick when needed and a trade.
Both downs.
Oasis will try to go confirm that kill and get a res.
What's happening here?
And Oasis getting 1 kill.
He gets 1 now, you know, Neo
And
left alive.
confirming Leonardo kill and Neo left alive. Leo guy with 3 kills last round. Maybe he can make something.
It's trade.
The Newbies taking an aggression approach and win the center and the south, which allows them to secure their first point today with 3 people remaining alive.
Yeah, ARCANI was not expecting this defense on the Newbies here. Quite a little bit more aggressive. ARCANI wasn't ready for that and just dying way too fast.
Well, they are playing. They played it a bit smart with the sound picks. You know, only picked when needed. Oasis with a smart rotation. Phantom communicating that he's only down. The other guy is only down. Oasis was not rushing just guns blazing for that. He was worried from the south and did manage to cable the south while going and doing the work for the center.
Sure, now we have a new OBJ and ARCANI on the defense now. Eventually, I have to put this back now. It's quite an interesting match. Both teams killing it on Volk yet.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what ARCANI can do in this Volk. Of course, this objective, if not being handled correctly, can be capped. I'm not saying it's easy because it's a one-way normally, but there's many ways of doing it, especially with sticking to the left side in the wall, in the corridor, and being a bit behind the Hesco with a lot of smokes. But what the Newbies need to do is basically take a lot of center control, but not push the center control. And what you really want to do is basically just try to get an Echo 3 and Echo 2, killing 1 or 2 people, and then it opens you the north and south approach. And then you can actually final attack together. So they need to be tempted not to overpick the center, not to fight too much forward center. They need to just make sure that no one else pushes them on the center, and that will allow them full control of the OBJ. But we'll see. Third one is going in, and we'll see how ARCANI is defending it.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, it's quite dangerous for smoke if you're able to make it through the center here when you're attacking. So ARCANI for sure has to take an eye on it there. We're going to see what they're going to do now. Take a look on that. Recycle here. With a Molotov in his... 2! Oh, look at this.
Jason with a short nade. The Newbies taking full north and central control, it seems. The exchange starting to come from Neo.
Oasis now having
A
contact.
nade, a
with
perfect nade, gonna take Neo. And Oasis taken down.
Yeah. West goes ahead though. 4 against 5 there.
I don't know if you noticed, but Oasis breached the north approach. Neo now goes to guard it, but the north approach is open. Okay, so then Oasis trying to figure the north approach while Phantom is trying to take the central control. The Molotov is out. The smoke's starting to come out on the OBJ. Good smoke. Recycle throwing it back, making it clear view.
Jason and Oasis only have to kill Neo now and make it through the north. This could be quite dangerous now.
Neo getting the
killing
first
Jason
kill on
now.
Jason. Nice rotation from Neo, shutting down the north. Oasis trying to play with the reflex.
Electric, the Newbies aren't able to make it. Oh no, take a look on Electric here. He's close now. Only
Recycle's gonna
Recycle.
get burned from himself. What is happening? Ah, wow.
No, he's still alive. Only Recycle now, securing the OBJ. I mean, John Clark is still there, but it can get dangerous now.
It can. If you push the north too much and you're not ready for it, that will be dangerous. It's a choke point, and there's only one way in and out.
Oh, I
Your
feel
vision's
like
coming,
Electric has a
2v2.
possible cap here. If he's able to get Recycle, smoke it off.
Just need to
course.
kill Recycle, and he will be ready on the OBJ.
Oh, look
And
at
Electric
this.
taking Recycle.
Electric. Is he going for the cap? No, John Clark is rotating back in time.
Electric trying to cap it, getting the kill. Will he cap it? Tablet is out.
Oh,
Tablet
this is
is
getting
out. The
intense
cap
now.
is coming.
It's
And
a
the cap is
cap.
happening. The Newbies plan it patiently, managing to force the rotation from the north, from the center to the north. Two defenders from the center rotate to the north, leaving the OBJ a bit open, and Recycling Clark being dead, opening the OBJ. No rotations are coming from the north, and therefore a cap coming. Great work by Electric, managing to kill two and get a cap.
Yeah, I think what the Newbies did well was just distracting ARCANI a little bit. We had 3 of the ARCANI defenders rotating all the way around to the north because Oasis was making a lot of noise there. And then I just didn't realize Recycle and who was it? I don't know, the other one, John on the OBJ dying.
Yeah.
Just leaving the OBJ open. In the beginning
Yeah,
they've been having 3 or 4 on the OBJ, and in the end it was only 2. That was a
I
mistake.
think the second rotation to the north was unnecessary. I think Neo had it, and what really worked for the Newbies is the fact that they got the early kill on the north, opened the north, forced the rotation coming from the center. Again, it's a really smart thing to do. You have to understand that you are forced a defender to leave his position and come to the north, and you would have been fine if only Neo would rotate. But the second rotation coming in was not what ARCANI needed. Great work.
We're starting
Look at
into
the
round
scoreboard.
4.
If you look at the scoreboard, Neo with 7 kills. The best, most fraggers in Newbies is Oasis with 4. Same objective. The Newbies
Attacking.
defend.
Eventually they can turn it around with that good start they've been having here in the first round. The Newbies just took it back a little bit. Oh, Leonardo's flash here.
Neo is AFK in spawn, and the round did start. So that's a bit odd. And we can see that for some reason ARCANI is not moving, maybe because of Neo. They again taking a back approach, and that allows again Electric, Soft, Leonardo take a really forward position, and Oasis too. And they're always, it's the second time it's happened. They now need to fight not for the OBJ, they need to fight for control over the OBJ.
Yep.
And that's something you don't want to do, and they're really backside. So unless they can make a whole summer, it's gonna be hard for them.
Yeah, for this OBJ, in my opinion, it's quite, land is quite powerful here. And if you let the Newbies, the defenders, make it all the way through the middle to the center there, it's getting quite dangerous for you. Normally ARCANI should have been taking care of taking the middle at first, and now Electric actually getting Dog.
Electric picking up Doc. Recycle picking up Soft. And Electric. Recycle doing a great job from this car position. And that's what they needed. They needed to open something, but Oasis is
getting Recycle
punishing.
there. Sorry, laser
And Leonardo.
deactivated by accident.
And now it will force the rotation back again, and now gives control to ARCANI. While it seemed like Newbies had what they needed to do to control it, Recycle getting that 2-pick very valuable, opening the north and central approach.
Yeah, I mean, the Newbies have been having this control, but ARCANI took it back. Now it's a 3-3. ARCANI's still
Yeah,
stuck there.
yeah, but
They're
they need
not
to
moving.
utilize. Yeah, exactly. They need to utilize on the space they're created. That's the entire thing on about Onward. You fight for the ground. You want to get as much ground as you can, and then when you kill someone, utilize on that. Understand what it means. So if you kill 2 people center, go for it. Go for the center control. You already forced the rotation back. Look at the Leonardo. Went back completely from his forward approach, and that's something they need to utilize on.
Definitely, yeah. It's, as you mentioned, land is important in Onward, and especially in this OBJ. Guess it was just a mistake of ARCANI letting the newbies just make it all the way through the center without even trying to stop them there.
Yeah, you can call it a mistake, but it also could be a playstyle. But we can see Leonardo aggressing on Neo, and Neo managing to get a trade. That was again a valuable trade. You actually want to have less and less people on the OBJ. A 2v2 in this OBJ is something you want because they cannot cover all of exit. You have 3, they can only cover 2. And that's valuable. That's valuable for ARCANI if they will play their cards right and deal with the north rotation, maybe going behind the helipad, taking Jason out, or catching Oasis from the back. That's something they could do. Even the south approach is there too. Jason does not have access there.
Imagine a rumor taking out the aces now and smoking it off. If Jason isn't rotating back in time, it could be a revenge cap possibly. Oh, take a look on this C4 here. It's too close to the OBJ.
That could be
working.
Activated for nade.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe that's the idea as well, or just a misplaced, but I don't really know. What I will say is Jason is in a position for central control, but again, not enough north, not enough south coverage. And Oasis, the smoke was not full, and Oasis was able to see it from the side.
They're giving quite a wrong kill count here. Giving the Echo 2 count, but
yeah,
they're having a lot of trades, so there's no way for them to be aware of the kill counts. And now John Clark is in the 1 against 2, still 1 minute and 40 left. He has time for everything. He can rotate around, he can continue going the way he is right now.
You have to rotate. You cannot fight for the center alone. You cannot.
That was quite a good smoke. Eventually the smoke was covering up his steps.
Yeah, but what you gonna do? Fly through the smoke and what you gonna try to do? Even the rotation is not really good because what he did, it was too close to the containers, and that allows even Oasis to hear it if he has good headphones.
Yeah, he gave the call outs, I hear that.
I did not hear, but I hope. Is Jason switch? Jason did switch to the south, but he's not watching south. He has the option to watch south.
55 seconds left.
With wrong timing, John can be able to take someone.
Oh no, the Onward timing, it's possible. It's
Yeah, if you manage to kill Jason somehow and then just catch Oasis from the back, it's possible. But Jason should have the upper hand if he's locking down that south. But again, the thing that he switches the angles basically because they think I got to look at the Onward timing. Jason gonna pick and find John Clark in any second right now. There we go.
That was close though. That was really close.
Yeah, they had a wrong echo count as you said, so that probably led them to do that. But that's 4-1. Newbies dominated on the map with a great cap and 2 Volk rounds. Good job by the Newbies.
Yeah, this is now the first map win for the Newbies here. And ARCANI has for sure to put up a good fight now on map number 2 to be still able to win this match today. ARCANI was having an awesome start in the match, in my opinion, here with the first round. So what a nice defense, but actually Newbies took it bare with the cap. It's the first round, you know.
To be fair, Neo is really putting up the work there, and that made ARCANI looks a bit better. Good work from him, but you know. And second map.
Bazaar. Alright, so I know ARCANI a little bit. If you take a look on the map stats, map number 2 is Bazaar. They have been playing 34 rounds on Bazaar yet, winning almost half of them, 44%.
Who, ARCANI?
it's ARCANI's pick here. It's a good one in my
Yeah.
opinion. It's a wise pick. If you keep in mind that newbies only have been playing it 8 rounds, and yeah, won actually none of these round sets. I guess it's the best possible pick for ARCANI in my opinion there. And they seem to have big
It's definitely a
experience
map
there.
they're comfortable. Yeah, exactly. They're definitely comfortable in this map because they played it so much. Did not see that much of success there. Again, as you said, 34 rounds played. They played 6 times, only won 2, 33% win rate and 44% round win. But again, that just means that they're comfortable in there. But the reason that should be interesting for us is that the newbies did not ban it, which means that they feel comfortable there, and they're probably practicing for that for a while now. And their controlling Bazaar should be like, think about it. If you would be the newbies, you would ban Cargo and Bazaar because they played the most, but they chose to ban something else. And maybe they're making a surprise for ARCANI, let's put it that way.
I mean, in the end, that's only stats, and everything can happen here. And as you mentioned, I'm pretty sure the newbies have something in their mind and eventually practice on this map a lot, and to put up a good fight and feel comfortable with this. In this round, everything is possible. I actually don't know what to expect yet. I mean, we all know what Bazaar is. It's a nice mix of everything, in my opinion. We have the Bazaar location for itself. It's like more of a close range. But then we have, for example, the cross of the streets, which is a long range combat, in my opinion. So that's why I love Bazaar, and many do. It's a nice mixture of every game style.
Exactly, that is right. And again, it's worth to mention again that it's ARCANI map choice. If they lose this map, they lost the matchup. But of course, we're still going for our third map at the end. The first OBJ, do you want to talk about it a bit?
Yep, let's jump into the first OBJ on second. Okay. So what do you think? It's an interesting one in my opinion. It's
Tank. In tank, you basically just need to choose a side, eliminate the enemies in there, and basically you want to thread them, you go for a cap, but it's really rare to go for a cap here. It's really gonna be interesting to see how the newbies like choose to defend it. They like will they just push 2 people to the northeast courtyard? Will they play not that aggressive? But yeah, it's just basically you need to take control of a lot of places.
Yep. So if the defenders fail to secure land, which is also one of the more important things for this one, and if the enemies, the Marsocs, are getting too close, then it can get quite dangerous for you because the OBJ is quite open. It's rare to see a cap on here, but if ARCANI is able to break through the south, eventually flank them, kill these 2 or maximum
south flank
3.
and northeast. If you manage to take control of a lot of places here, it will make your life better. But we'll see how the newbies will play, because if the newbies play meta like the blue room in the southeast courtyard, if they will play the northeast courtyard and just have one in the south anyway, or maybe flanking in the south, it will be really hard for ARCANI to just break through, because it's gonna take a lot of their time and resources to just find all of that data and then trying to eliminate them. But we'll see, maybe ARCANI have surprises too. All players are in the lobby and we are waiting for the round to start.
Which is going to happen soon. Everyone is ready, and well, I'm quite interested to see which spawn is ARCANI now going to get, because this will affect your gameplay quite a bit, right? If you have the quicker spawn, eventually ARCANI is going to play this aggressive now, going all the way for the oh wait, round number 1 starting, and actually
yeah, if we go to the first round, ARCANI getting the North Kyoto spawn. We'll see how fast they're gonna attack and what they're gonna do. That seems that they're gonna have only 2 in the... Oh, and they shot and let them know the spawn. That was a big mistake that allows everyone now to identify the spawn and act on it. And they have John Clark.
Why is Electric throwing that smoke?
Yeah, you want to cross, make the cross. I don't know if they heard the shots from the spawn.
Wait, actually I don't think, are the Marsoc players able to see you crossing the street? I don't think so, right? You should be faster here. Don't know if this...
from the other spawn, probably not.
Okay, yeah, right. Take a look on Mr. Shrimp here, next to the...
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if they really heard the shots or not. But they have full control of the main. Yeah, they have full control of the main road from Mr. Streams, and the smokes is coming. That should be enough to cross actually. That should be enough because you have the boxes in the next. But
now
they're using a
actually
lot
are
of utility
crossing.
there.
Take a look on that. A Ruma Neo cross now,
Look,
Doc.
look at Recycle and John Clark. All they do here is basically try to ambush the purple flanker. They have reason to believe it's gonna happen.
It actually is.
And
Eventually Leonardo's going to peek their window now and then.
yeah, the question is, do they see him and are we really, do they think he's gonna be there? What will be interesting is if Leonardo will try to push more.
He's actually not. He's... Oh no, now he's peeking the window.
And Recycle and Leonardo miss each other.
Quite close, but Leonardo is doing something good. He's not going to continue pushing further on. It's something you need to practice also. Some guys just like to continue pushing and don't know when to stop.
He might will, but this is something you actually do a bit later because you want to make sure that they're not gonna go back there. But if you can look as well, the south is moving up, and the south wall area is completely open. To be fair, there's only one guy being close, and if they'll kill him, there's a full south control and something they really want to have. And Leonardo picking up John and the north wall. I don't know if they identified them before or not. And I'm not sure what.
I guess he jigger peeked there and gave the call out. He was saying something. I believe it was a call out there. And then let's take a look on the cross. Oops.
I'm not sure I agree really with this tactic of standing in the north wall. I think they should just use two smokes and cross the road and try to defend Leonardo and kill Leonardo from inside. It will be much easier than fighting on the north wall. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is. Maybe a late play, I don't really know. But I'm a bit worried of the south for the Newbies. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because the Newbies have main control and they know the people have crossed. But I don't see still a rotation yet. Shots being shot fired from Recycle to Leonardo.
I mean, only Jason's taking the south there, which is... I don't know if it's the best idea eventually, because, as you mentioned, they are aware of the cross there, and they're actually not focusing on securing the south enough.
Yeah, but Shrimp did saw that they have tons of smoke, and he should have called it out. And rotation should have come to Jason to be strictly watching the south and making sure they're not making that move. Maybe going, if you go to camera 2, maybe go to a position like this, or even pushing a bit further. Jason is rotating between many places now, and you know onward timing, and that could catch them off guard. Look at Recycle, camera 2 now.
Second in blue.
Shrimp.
What's going to happen? Mr. Shrimp getting him now. Oh, I'm sorry, the replay doesn't seem to be working here.
Just need to confirm the body.
Oh, he's not confirmed. Wow.
Yeah, and Neo doesn't know where he is now. If they manage to get a kill in a rotation.
Oh my god, take a look on that. Shrimp just has to peek it now and...
Neo knows it's happening. Neo wants to take the kill. But they're not focusing. Shrimp just misses them both. And the kill comes. Both of them getting him. Good call out from Recycle before he died. And Jason taking Neo. Doc refragging. Taking Jason. And it could be a bit dangerous if they manage to kill Arab. And the trade coming in. The south is completely open. If the south now moves on time and catch the rotations, that could be big.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, if you go into the tank and just caps, no one will know. But I would go to camera 2, like that position somewhere, and just get the frags, being patient.
I mean,
catch the rotation and
electric to rotate around, which he's eventually doing
but
now.
he needed but El Romer had to go faster. Oh, I still have a chance. Look at El Romer.
He's getting electric.
And he getting the
OBJ's
kill.
open. The OBJ's open. Leonardo rotating back now, but if Aruma's going for the cap, he isn't. He's not.
No, he won't go for the cap. He won't go for the cap. And he does go for the cap.
Oh,
that was a bit rushy because That was a bit premature to do, because when you kill the guy, you know that the people will be worried. So you just want to hold for a second and wait, because imagine him holding that position that I put it on the camera. He would kill Leonardo. He would kill him because he would come to his cross.
Yeah, so for me I had two opportunities. Either just go for the cap, risk it, which would be
Yeah,
working here, or just wait.
Yeah, but
What he
you don't
did,
go for the capital straight. You go from the left. You go from like the place that you're not exposed to. You go and use the tank as cover.
yeah, that's also
Something you didn't
point,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what he did, he was waiting a little bit too long, then taking the wrong way to cap. It was just, I guess, the panic eventually here. Could have been.
I just feel like ARCANI did the right thing on the south approach. I just don't understand the north play they were doing. If Recycle and I forgot the name of the other one that was there at the beginning.
Yeah.
If they were, yeah, I don't remember who was there with him with Recycle. But if they both would just or commit to the purple and making a move on Leonardo, maybe even to kill him, or just straight away going to the Bazaar market and doing the same thing with Shrimp. They had more time, they would have more resources, more ground to cover, and they could possibly have done a better job here. It really was unusual to see two people playing on the north wall as an attacker that spawned really close to there.
Definitely, it was. They did an awesome job there on the south, and
yeah, good trades.
yeah,
Opening it. Yeah, exactly what they needed, to be fair. Good trades.
Could have been in cap there, but Newbies just doing a good job there, and yeah, I mean the Newbies defense wasn't too bad, even though they have been quite open on the south.
Well, I think Shrimp did the biggest mistake, because he had an option to kill two. Like, he was just standing there too tucked in. If he would just peek above, he would be able to take the two people going to the souvenir shop in the southeast courtyard. But it doesn't matter if we go to the second round now. The same mirror spawn we got, and the Newbies attack. Let's see how ARCANI defend.
Yes, now we have ARCANI defending. I'm quite interested to see how ARCANI is going to do this. Actually don't know what to expect there. And look at the Newbies already making their way through Bazaar here. They're doing it fast now. Eventually they're overrunning ARCANI here.
Electric making a solo play on purple. Recycle making it to get Aerob. Really common position to kill someone in. You don't want to be on that line. You don't want to be there, because that's death. And that's an important kill for ARCANI. And the roamer can catch them off, but he's talking. You don't want to talk in the scaffolding. You want to be quiet, like Shrimp.
Yeah, he's just giving them his position. He can get flashed and eventually...
Yeah, the flash is not a problem. It's the fact that when the south is open, you just trap there. You don't want to be trapped anywhere. But yeah, we'll see how the Newbie is gonna work on it. They're having a central northeast approach, maybe a fast Kaplan or something. It seems, because they're really focusing on the and a weird side. Jason putting fire for the rumor.
Sprag, not
Nate
getting
misses,
him.
and the flash.
A rumor is, in my
If Jason will
opinion...
peek right now, it will be a problem. That's good position. Good rotation from Leromer. That's a good position to be in. But almost a team kill.
Luckily, the aim of
just
Recycle wasn't quite the best.
Jason gonna make a move, and he knows. But El Romero, why do you make more exposure? And he missed. El Romero and Jason. Tight 1v1.
Yeah, the ARCANI defense is good. They have everything covered up, as you can see. The south is...
yeah, look at Neo. Look at Neo utilizing that space. He could actually do a lot of damage later on. If you manage to get some sort of control of the main road, that could be real powerful for them. And Ulrummer and Jason still battling it out, trying to figure out who will push first.
From behind there, yes, and
Recycle getting
Shrimp. Wow.
The same line. Is it the same line, actually? Yeah, it is the same line. Almost the same line.
Take a look on Electric and Doc here.
That's a great shot from Recycle.
Yeah, Recycle is having a good position there and doing a good job there. What's happening there? Okay. I don't know if Electric is aware of Doc's position. Yeah, Doc for sure aware of Electric. Is he having a C4?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Yeah. He doesn't have a C4, but Leonardo maybe managing to get the flanker. Neo, unprepared. It was a really good rotation from Leonardo, because, well, it was purely timing, but He managed to really kill a big important flank, and now getting the confirm.
Electric is going past Doc here.
But ARCANI looking good. I don't think Electric knows. And Jason with the second rotation, that could be a big hit for the newbies if they both end up dead from that same position. And Doc just need to make a move. Use that sound. Use that sound, Doc. Don't be afraid.
Good.
And I will hear Jason and we'll get paralyzed. Watch Jason killing
Jason
him.
getting it from...
Saving his life. Saving his life.
Yeah, Doc was waiting too long there and then getting out killed from behind.
Yeah, the rotations are on port. Leonardo getting Neo on the exact same moment that Neo decided to pick, and now the same thing happening from Jason. What do you think?
Electric could smoke it off and go for a cap here. I mean, yeah, there still is John.
Well, John is here and Romero is here too, so I doubt it will happen. And Recycle is rotating again.
Yeah, Recycle's rotating back. Actually,
yeah,
I'm taking it back what I just said. ARCANI's
but
not losing control.
They won't push because Leonardo will tell the team to wait for him because that's the opening move. So pressure for somewhere else. El Romero.
Actually focusing on Aero more there.
I think Leonardo knows that El Romero is there because of the trades that happened, but I don't think he can kill him. They're trying to look, all of the nades trying to go there.
Those nades, so really good ones.
Yeah,
just
close,
unlikely not killing them, not hitting. Unlikely for ARCANI.
I think what they try to do now is Leonardo trying to solve that position of El Romero. And he will be able, because if he lay down and Leonardo managed to push to the souvenir shop, then that's I don't think there's any way of saving it. Because he's laying down. Yeah, and that's happening. That's what they needed. That's what they wanted. They wanted to solve that problem before the final execution. 1 minute on the clock.
Jason now getting recycled, only John left. And now they could crawl up from behind the tank eventually.
They saw John. And the smoke coming in, Leonardo going for the cap.
Smokes. Actually not the best
trying
smokes.
to understand where the cap is coming from. And the kill.
Leonardo,
the Newbies They started off really bad, but the rotations and some good old timing, onward timing. Jason managing to kill one and Leonardo taking the flanker with great onward timing, opened them the entire map, and nice lead-in by Leonardo, waiting to kill that guy, solving that problem, and then moving on.
I think, was that eventually a missed cap? I feel like these smokes haven't been the best ones. Well, was a nice comeback from the Newbies here though. I don't know what it was. Was it a 3 against 5? At least Newbies have been able to rotate around, sort themselves again, and
it was a 5v3. That was a shame for ARCANI. They had a leading, but they couldn't lock down the OBJ, couldn't isolate it fully, and I think if some other timing, Neo would be able to kill Leonardo, and that would be end for the Newbies. ARCANI showed that they are comfortable. It was a 1v1 and almost a good round for ARCANI now. But it's not enough. They need to pull up their game or they're going to lose that matchup.
Definitely it's not looking too good for ARCANI at the moment. I'm kind of worried for them. Anyways, they are now attacking on a totally new OBJ. Let's talk about this one, right? What do you think?
I think the approach gonna be almost exactly similar from the defense, because what you need to understand is while the spawns are different, the spawns are different, but the approach is the same. And I was wrong, by the way. The last run there was only 2 north spawns. For this one there is the quick spawn. So you were right. The smoke was unneeded last round, but this time it will be. And all ARCANI needs to do it now. Sorry, go ahead. What?
Sorry, I gave the wrong answer there. I'm sorry. It's we're starting to round 3 now, and we talked about the quick spawn. I mean, you mentioned it. ARCANI is having it now. I think they will take advantage out of it. Actually,
yeah, but
Leonardo calling it out. Leonardo was eventually seeing them, and now
they didn't utilize on the defense didn't utilize on crossing, which is lucky for ARCANI, but ARCANI didn't watch it really well too. But we'll see. The isolated half of the map, so we're basically playing only on a half of the map. Tight. I would actually spend, if I would ARCANI and I would know this, that no one crossed, I would go and maybe rotate to the northeast courtyard, having extra extra ground basically because they know that no one crossed there. Leonardo trying to pull shots.
None of the newbies defenders here. Taking the scaffolding, for example, which is something you do see most of the time, but it's just not needed here. Oh, take a look on Neo here. Going to take a cross eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, he's afraid of something. Shot at nothing, but I'm not sure if I agree with this approach, but hopefully, just imagine ARCANI committing to a push now. Imagine they would go to the northeast courtyard, maybe taking Jason, and that opens an entire new area. They could push Leonardo, they could pressurize the OBJ to rotate and really circle them around, and that's really what you're searching to do.
Yeah.
It just feels like ARCANI not utilizing their ground and resources how they could have to the max of the potential. And as we saw, Leonardo taking a valuable pick.
So I also feel like if you have the quick spawn, you want to get as much land as possible, as fast as possible. And they just did not do that. They could have been going for the cross quick, and the defenders eventually wouldn't even see them there.
Yeah, it's not about even seeing them. It's about knowing that there's no one else crossing. So when you know no one else crossing, you don't need to waste time checking stuff. You only need to smoke the cross in the northeast and cross, and then you just push to the wall. You would be probably able to take Jason because no one watched the cross, and Jason playing really irresponsible. But now taking John Clark. Again, something that could be prevented with more ground from everywhere, from the blue room in Camera 2 here, or from the northeast courtyard. Just need an opening somewhere. It's kind of hard thing to get.
I have to agree with you here. ARCANI not using the advantages the quick spawn has.
At the end of the day,
here for the past 2 minutes, and now he's starting to move.
Yeah, exactly.
Slowly.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, all you need to think is, what is the problems I have and how do I solve them? And the problem about this approach is South Road is very hard because there's tons of walls there and it's really hard to cross. Pushing from where El Romero is to the OBJ is also very hard. And Shreve getting dock again. You need an opening somewhere. You need to force the defense to do something. Jason and El Romero trading. Neo can get a res.
In the end, what we should mention is that ARCANI is only playing since season 14. Quite a not experienced team as the newbies are.
And he did not confirm the kill too. And the res is coming.
Yep.
And the confirm came.
Confirming though, and now Leonardo is there.
There's a lot of cracks through those things, so it's actually quite not that hard to find the kills, exactly like Leonardo did. So he stands there, sees him through the crack, and then just picks. Easy.
The newbies aware of the kickouts. It's not looking too good for Neo there, and it's a 1 against 4. It's always hard.
And Leonardo with 7 kills, definitely putting his experience as a old master, not old, like experienced master player, and really leading his team to taking those points.
I feel like Leonardo is quite important for the newbies here. He's doing a lot of important stuff, which is helping him out a lot of times.
Yeah, IGLing and the rotations and trying to take care of everybody. Really good work from him. And again, the experience, how to look, where to look, how far can you go, what do you need to do? That's something that ARCANI seems to actually have lack. Some theory as well, like lines and what can they see and what they cannot see. Because they had a lot of advantage in maybe 4 rounds in total. They had like 2 rounds in here they had an advantage. In the one they won in Arctic, and they had 1 more round with an advantage when they just rotated, over-rotated in Arctic, and really made it hard for them. And Neo, 50 seconds left, gonna try to kill someone. He thinks Electric is here. And the C4.
Where was that
Good
place?
job from Electric.
Wow.
Nice bait. Yeah, it's a bait. Good bait. He talks, he wants the guy to come, use the sound, and boom. You'll be securing the 3rd.
It's a C4 play there. What a nice defense in general, in my opinion. Having, I guess it was Leonardo or Jason, I don't exactly remember. Here watching the cross, and then with ARCANI just not crossing fast, able to get many of them there, which was a mistake from ARCANI here, and also, yeah.
I really like the defense. The one thing I didn't like is they didn't commit anyone to the northeast, probably from the fear to die from the quick spawn. But you can still make it with a smoke, and the smoke did deploy, maybe as a fake or something. But yeah, maybe going to the northeast or scaffolding would still be a smart idea, just to shut down that main road. It will be far easier for them to finish the run quicker. But it still worked for them, and they read their opponents, and they are the players, and they know what they're doing, and feeling their opponents. And good job. Now it's gonna be ARCANI trying to defend this.
The point for Newbies was that, and ARCANI is having a lot of pressure now. If they want to win this, they now need a little bit of a comeback here. They have in general only one map, was the first one, seeing a lot of losses here there after this first map round. I'm pretty sure ARCANI has a chance though of getting a comeback here. Eventually defending this one, I don't know. We know how. Actually, I have to say, I was expecting quite some. Yeah, I was expecting different plays from ARCANI here, even though they have many. Even though they had a lot of experience on this map, there's some things I just don't agree with of their plays. Anyways, ARCANI now in round 4.
Mirror spawn. Let's see what newbies can do different. How they can maybe or improve the theory, or how attack it better, or just make sure they're safer when they're moving and they have more angles and ground. Let's see what they're gonna do. So Electric seems to go straight for the cross.
We can see it here.
A rumor going for the cross. If Electric can get it, it'll be really good.
Look at
but Electric looking at the wrong thing. That's a really, really bad mistake from Electric. What you want to do is you want to look only to the left side, and now that will open tons of issue for the newbies.
Yes, but what the newbies did different than ARCANI did was taking the cross, because Jason Shrimp already crossing there and are making their way up further to the south.
Rumor missing his shots, exposing his position early and getting down. He had such a valuable position. That's shameful to see, because that could be a late round really good double kill, triple kill from behind. But it's almost really close defense, and the approach is just faster from the newbies. But I actually think Electric should have got a rumor at the beginning. Just
Definitely, yeah. And newbies are there where ARCANI have been within the last 2 minutes. We see just newbies playing a little bit faster, meanwhile ARCANI is staying back and when on attack. The newbies are just rushing a little bit more.
one thing they are doing is making that rotation after the kill to the northeast, and Leonardo taking John Clark in a really, really good position. It was really tough to see. Look where his body is in camera 2, if you know where it is. That was a really tough shot into between the wooden things, the wooden stuff. That was a really impressive shot from Leonardo.
See that here. Huh. Now it's a 3 against 5 in favor for newbies, and eventually they're able to win this one. I mean, take a look on the OBJ. Only Doc on the OBJ.
Yeah, and it's not only that. Look at Electric. That push is getting ground they don't have, and that will allow them to just or catch rotations or just put more pressure from more sides, just overall circling the OBJ. I don't know if they will wait for the final execution or just realize there's only one guy on the OBJ and just commit to it, but it does seem like they're going to wait from their approach. Neo taking a really dangerous approach and just missing it, exposing his entire body and not noticing that Leonardo is coming.
Yes. Only Doc and Recycle left. Recycle, in my opinion, should have been.
Jason and Shrimp really stuck in each other. They can end up both dead really quickly, but there's only again Doc on the OBJ. If they can kill him and move, that's a cap. That's a 5-0 for the newbies.
I mean, Recycle has actually, it's quite hard for him to rotate because Shrimp and Jason are watching his position a little bit. But he should at least try. He can't stand there. He's not aware of
Yeah,
them
he
being
needs
there,
to
you
get
know?
closer. He has to get closer. He has to go to one of the buildings in the southeast. And Recycle can just kill them both. He's just not looking the right way. Like through these walls, you can get an angle if you stick to the right side. He would be able to kill them both. Electric
killing
energy to kill
Recycle.
Electric. quite a good shot from him too. Those really tight shot behind those stuff.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it would have been better to kill Dog and let Recycle be where
I'm
he's.
not sure they knew. I'm
Like,
not sure they knew, and they just took the kill.
yeah, they're not aware of the situation right now, so
Yeah,
can't.
5 men up. Really good job by the book from the newbies. Maybe a bit of a slip up in the beginning, but still. And they're gonna go for the kill.
Shrimp getting Dog
And off
here.
we go. The newbies getting the 4-0. Not that clean first 2 round, but clean enough.
As you said, even though there's still some tiny mistakes here and there, it's still enough to win against ARCANI here. Yeah, I mean the scores now are 8-1 for Newbies. Newbies actually taking the match home now, winning this match with the second map there, but there still is a third map, which is going to be interesting because ARCANI is able to secure a lot of MMR, depending on what they're going to do now, which means it's still going to stay interesting for us, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they will secure any MMR, but maybe we'll try to make themselves lose less MMR than they should have, and not take such a big hit at a 13-1 or for 12-1. Leonardo getting 9 kills in here, which is really pushing Newbies. 9 and no death, 9 KD. It's really impressive, and that's a big difference. And I think the Newbies is really lucky to have them being led by him. Making the rotation. If you look at him, he always talks in the ready, always making sure that the team is doing the right things, ordering them what to do, rotations, doing the rotations himself, getting the kills, having been on top, and it really does make a difference.
Definitely. I mean, while waiting for map 3 to start, I'm going to thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'm going to thank our sponsors here, Exclaim, ProtoVR, and Helga the manager bot here, and feel free to use our HyperX code here, HXVRML23. Without the sponsor, nothing would have been possible, and same for you guys, the community, important for keeping this alive, and it's always fun having you in the chat here. Well, just thought, what do you think about map 3 for today?
Well, first we're gonna have to see it, but it does seem like we're going for a rehost, so we're gonna have to see. Maybe it's a custom map, maybe we're gonna see Shipyard today, maybe. That could be interesting for us.
Actually wasn't on my radar yet, or USS Quest, I don't know.
Maybe USS Quest too. We'll see what the newbies are planning for ARCANI. But whatever it is I think the newbies trying to get a good score here. They want that MMR boost because they started the season quite bad. They secured Leonardo as a player in the roster. He making the difference, and they're searching to beat her. They're searching to be the top 3, top 4 EU, and they want to fight for it. And they were gonna try to just maximize their points. So maybe Shipyard they're comfortable in, maybe USS Quest we're gonna have to see. But because of it's a rehost, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see one of those.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be either Shipyard or USS Quest, I don't know, but we will for sure see another short range combat or mid range here. We won't see anything like Quarantine or Downfall because they're banned here.
Yes.
We just need to wait.
And it seems like we are going to USS Quest, the newbies peak.
This Quest, I mean, it's a fast map, right?
Well, it's not. It's like, think about it as Suburbia Cargo, so it could be played slow, and it's actually a lot of time is going slow, especially because there's a lot of 1v1s and a lot of rotations coming in. But yeah. There's like 4 lanes, and it's actually one of the simplest maps in the game, to my opinion. You just play lane 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make sure you don't get flanked, and there's a lot of skill involved and a lot of smart rotations and reading the map and understanding the common position and how to react for it. And there's the outside scaffolding, so if you can use the catwalk on lane 1 and lane 4 and get there, it's really powerful because you can go all the way behind and there's no sound, they cannot hear you, and they have to look at OBJ, so it's really hard for the defenders to find you. And And yeah, it's really simple map, but you need to have the skill, you need to have the understanding, and you need to play it good. And maybe a lot of utility too. If you like the red lane, lane 4, then a lot of good C4s, good nades could change the entire map almost immediately. And the first OBJ we actually see is really capable, and I actually think that we're gonna see the newbies trying to go aggressive and trying to smoke it up, take some center kills, and get a cap. And the difference between getting a cap or not getting a cap is how experienced ARCANI is in USS Quest. Because I can tell you that when you know the lines, you can pre-fire 2 to 3 positions and get an instant kill if you know how to do that. And that's eliminating a lot of work for the newbies if they know how to do it. But maybe ARCANI is drilled in this map. We don't really know that, but we're gonna have to see.
Take a look. The newbies actually playing USS Quest, 11 rounds, winning 64% of them. ARCANI doesn't seem like they have been playing at all.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they did play it. And again, as you said, the newbies played it twice, won once. But again, maybe under the new experience of Leonardo, they feel more comfortable and they feel like this is the map that can get them the 4 or 5-0 even to maximize that MMR range they're wanting. They really wanna redeem themselves after the beginning of this season, and we might see that.
Starting to round 1 soon, and yeah, as you mentioned, it's one of the more simpler maps. I mean, like cargo. I wouldn't even say that tank has a simple map because you can go underground. It's a little bit more harder to master, but it's just straightforward, 4 lanes. You need the awareness of the map, but in my opinion you need it less, like for example on Downfall or Quarantine. It's a lot more on reaction time here, and actually this is where ARCANI is able to shine.
Sound analyzing, understanding of basic rotations, utility placement. It's a lot of tight angles, understanding of angles, body exposure. Put yourself in a position that you can rotate from as a defender if you've been spotted or being flashed in. There's a lot of wall variants that will make it a good or bad map.
Definitely.
And again, while we wait, I really want to thank all of our sponsor, HyperX, Helga the Manager, ProTube VR. ProTube VR, amazing for gamers in VR. They have a variety of stocks that can basically use as a weapon to stabilize your hand. They have even a force feedback that allows you to feel recoil in the game, in real life, via electric motor. And that's a really cool thing to have. I tried it on VRCon. It's really cool and really nice to have. HyperX, variety of microphones, keyboards, all of the electric products for your gaming to advance your gaming experience. I actually use HyperX for a really long time myself, and I'm pretty sure there is a VRML code to get discount for all of this stuff. Helga the Manager, having a 1 month free for all of the new users. Helga the Manager being an organizational bot for teams, offering analysis for statistics and organization and scheduling for professional teams, being supported VRML at this point. And while I finish talking, round 1 is starting. I killed the time.
The code is HXVML23, round number 1.
VML23. I talked a lot to waste the time because I had nothing else to say, but here we go for the first round. You know what's funny to me? That ARCANI all the time have something wrong in the first round.
Yeah,
every
not
time a person, like every time a person is not there, and they just have to start without him. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, he's just taking a little nap. He's preparing for this round.
Hopefully it won't cost him in a cap if he's not coming in time. But ARCANI is going in, and Romer trying to exchange fires in lane 1 outside catwalk, almost getting it. And the first defensive smoke coming from John Clark, and another defensive smoke coming from John Clark.
Same room, just barely missing Jason here.
I'm not sure how I feel about the defensive smokes, and I'm not sure how I feel about them letting lane 4 be completely open.
It's because of Recycle.
He's standing up.
He's standing now.
But I'm not sure if he's coming up.
He's there.
Yeah, he's gone. There he's coming. Lane 4 is completely open.
Yep.
And the Newbies trying to figure out a map.
That's what you mentioned, right? Recycle didn't make it in time, and now he's not realizing that the lane 4 is open. Dog actually rotating back though.
And the nade's coming in, a flash.
Flash connecting here.
Yeah. It wouldn't catch, but again, maybe over, and okay, a good flash, catching both.
Crack here.
And a good flash again, catching both. If Neo can... Neo near electric.
Oh, team
And
kill.
the team kill coming. And Neo utilizing on the team kill and getting Oasis.
What's that?
Great 2 flashes and just an unfortunate turn of events that bleed in ARCANI again with an advantage. Stream getting a roamer in lane 1.
An unlikely team kill there, right? And Neo just using his chance.
John Clark could be dead from Jason if Jason continues pushing. Shreep getting recycled. Neo pushing more, getting Leonardo. Valuable kill, and Shrimp and Neo hears him. And
Neo
pick again,
Shrimp.
Neo with a 4K or 3K and a team kill, but great rotation, 2 pushing lane 4, making almost a team kill again, and a team kill does happen!
What's happening? Wow.
A 2v1 with a crazy 2 team kills, Neo getting 3 kills and then killing his team, and Jason on a 1v2, trying to figure out what to do.
It's a cursed round, isn't it?
Why is a cursed round? So much happening, a lot of good, it's a good flank from Neo, but probably a short communication there. It could actually cost him because Jason is a really powerful position. If Jason managed to kill John, that could be very powerful, and that kill Neo, and now... And he misses John! Sorry, John misses Jason. Oh my god! ARCANI did everything right. They utilized on the team kill. They did everything right, but they just couldn't finish it.
What was that for a round, right? Starting with an AFK player, then a lot of team kills. I mean, it was a nice round there, nice defense. I guess ARCANI wasn't watching lane 4. I guess it was a little bit of luck there involved with them clearing out lane 4.
But this time they at least utilized on the space. Neo came in the flank, kill another guy, use his sound and kill another guy, and then a team kill, and then... And just John, he should have that refrag because he was so close to him. You need to instantly react and catch Jason off guard on that ramp. If you just pick the right side of the sandbox, you get it. And ARCANI could have get around here, but it is what it is, and round 2 is coming.
First point now for the newbies here.
Only thing ARCANI cannot do is just lay back for 4 minutes here. They need to take some of the center and then take it slow. They don't have to push the entire OBJ fast, but at least 2-3 containers lane before the OBJ. Not send it back on the spawn, because that will allow the newbies to take a lot of aggressive ground, and you don't want to do that.
So I also noticed, also in the past 2 maps, ARCANI is staying back and watching, which is great, but they sometimes are taking a little bit too long, allowing newbies to get too much land, which is a mistake.
It's okay to stay and watch, but you need to understand how far can I push before I have to do it, because as far as you can push without doing it, is the more ground you have, and you want ground, because what's happening at the end after you have so much ground, you need to work on solving and clearing all of that ground. It takes time. It can take utility. It can take your people. So you wanna minimize how much ground you need to cover. And Jason dropping out straight away to lane 1. That could serve them really good. And again, short smokes first coming. 3 people going towards lane 4. Electric's the only sole member there.
Taking back around though. Actually, no one of the newbies is watching lane 4 here.
Yeah.
Is there C4 plays? Yeah. Look at this C4 plays here on camera 1 here from Electric.
Does he see this though? That's the question. Shrimp is really back forward. Does he have the clacker? He does have the clacker. So Electric gave him the cracker or something. The thing is, he cannot see it, right? There's no way that he can see it.
It's
well, how will he know how to when to blow it? I don't know.
That's what I was also thinking about. Electric can hear them, but eventually too late. You know.
I actually don't think that he has the clacker anymore.
Oh,
I think he gave it to Shrimp. I think he gave the clacker to Shrimp.
Oh, yeah, Shrimp is all the way there. I don't know how I missed him.
Yeah, Neo is already passing the C4. Oh, he missed Electric. Always check under. And Neo
getting killed by Shrimp there.
To Shrimp. But Rammer, just go forward and you can kill Electric. Go towards the sound, buddy. Oh, I think he's preparing down 2 or 3. but I'm not so sure anymore.
5 against 4 now here. Roma's in a... Oh,
And a
team
team
kill.
kill, and John Clark getting the confirm.
3 against 4, 3
And
against
Shreem getting
2,
a
yeah,
roamer.
sure. Oh, a lot of team kills going on here from both teams today. It's...
ARCANI has to work on their movement. Like, you hear the gunshot in front of you, you need to understand where it's coming from and utilize her in it. If we just pick the other side of the red container, we would be alive and killing Electric. But John and Doc are the last two survivors against the newbies.
Look at John's
And
position.
John,
He has a good position there, in my opinion. He's next to the OBJ and he's having a good
yeah, but he needs
angle.
to watch. He just need to watch, and everything will be fine. He just missed Oasis.
Oh no. Oasis, wow,
And
nice,
Oasis,
nice
smart,
kill by
fast
Oasis
pick,
here.
doing the right thing. But Doc is slowly going around and trying to get a kill here. He has a good angle, but he just need to open up his angle. And
Actually
Electric
getting
just
him.
finding him immediately.
Wow. I feel like newbies are, even though the stats doesn't say that, don't say that the newbies have a little bit more experience on USS Quest. At least it seems like that, because newbies actually know what ARCANI is doing. As you can see from Oasis there, right? He was expecting a little bit rotation there from John, taking this
Yeah,
side.
experience and game sense. Experience and game sense,
Yeah.
definitely. Like, being able to cross that C4 without dying, but not being able to kill Electric or bait the refrag from Shrimp, because Shrimp already killed your teammate. And I feel like the sound analysis as well is like lacking here, for me at least. I feel like they should have known. I feel like they should have approached it a bit differently, because they did manage to get the ground this time. Like, they did. They took, look at their dead bodies. They went really forward. In lane 4, in lane center. I think they could have done damage here, but they need to utilize what they have, and that's information. A lot of gunfire, a lot of explosion, a lot of stuff. Utilize it. Because they have the potential. The people, their plans are not that bad, or not bad at all even. Like, they make sense most of the time. They just need to act on it, be more, taking more ground, and just be more active in general.
It's just ARCANI having, in my opinion, good tactics and plans, but sometimes in a match something is going in between and you need to reorganize, rethink, and that's what...
Yeah, and it's also feel like those delays in the start, almost every round they have someone else out. That could hurt them too. Yeah, it does, because
Yeah,
you have less people defending, less people attacking. Maybe a lot of time they're waiting for each other. But we have an objective change. That objective is the southeast OBJ. Yellow objective, yellow container. And we'll see how the newbies react for this one.
So it's interested here to see how ARCANI is going to do this one.
I think if ARCANI gonna do a good job now, they actually have a chance of getting that, because this OBJ,
it's tricky.
It's tricky, but this is how it works. I don't understand the purpose of the defensive smoke. They put 4 defensive smoke. I'm not sure what for.
For them to be able to cross. I mean, take a look at a Rumor's position here.
But you should have been able to cross more even. You can get more even.
No,
You can get to the green containers. But it just seems like it serves the newbies a bit more.
Look at this, 3 defenders.
3 people, wow. Wow. And Electric getting the kill, and Doc getting Electric. Anyways, he's getting the recycle. I think it's a bit too much resources, because when you have 3 people standing, it's more people to shoot at. But 2 people should have been enough.
And no,
they should have done it.
You only have John Clark left on the OJ, you know. It's
And yeah, Leonardo taking a pick here. Jason doing exactly what I thought he will. Going on the catwalk. That's easy kills. You just need to pick every time you have an opening, and you'll find people. Easy. Look at Jason. If he just picks, he doesn't pick.
I think, I mean, Doc is having a combat with the aces there, but for my opinion, he isn't realizing. Yeah, he isn't realizing John being the last one alive on the OBJ.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a mistake of having 3 defenders actually taking lane 4. And
no, is he getting Doc? And that's probably gonna be a newbies round. Over resourcing and choke point is just Look at the dead bodies. Like, there's no reason to have 3 dead bodies at the same place.
I mean, it's even risky. I mean, a good nade could kill all of them.
Yeah, yeah, flash nade.
I don't know if you can hear this, but Newbies having a good structured plan there. And John Clark, is he going to see Shrimp? Yes, he is.
He sees him, they want to cap it. Oh, they get a kill. Even
Getting him
Shrimp
from
could have
behind.
killed him himself, but he didn't want to.
Right away.
Good job from the Newbies again.
3rd point for the Newbies, yep. Well, for this one, I'm actually not a fan of ARCANI's defense here. They have had 3 players on lane 4. They're not staying back, they're just going for it. One by another, just going through lane 4. That was the mistake. It's risky because a frag from the Newbies could end you already.
Yeah,
flash,
also again, more targets.
Yeah.
More targets. Like, if I pick and I have 3 people to shoot at instead of 1, I'm gonna hit easier, like more easily people.
I mean, what could have been happen if the ARCANI defenders eventually really would have been able to make it through lane 4, and then flank from behind. This would be powerful, but it's just a little bit too risky in my opinion. It's so unlikely that it's going to work.
Again, it's not about only risk. Like, let's say it would succeed in steal, there were still less resources on the other sides, and Jason position being able to go all the way in lane 1 and coming up. That's that like, if you understand USS, if someone gets to the catwalk and behind, that's probably game over. Like, this map is easy clutch. Like, I can clutch 1v4 if I'm playing on the catwalk safely. Like, if they're all being in lane 4 and I'm there and I'm just rotating between the lane 1, going all the way to the back and playing around that, they're all dead because you just cannot take your eyes so far away from the OBJ to watch the back. So you just need to assume that they're not gonna do it, and that's probably what happens everywhere in higher ranks and even in this rank.
I mean, to be fair, they have been having a rumor checking this, but yeah, he just died a little bit too soon, sadly. We're starting now into round 4. ARCANI is needing to do something now if they want to win round 4, no, map 3 here, because the scores are 3-0 for the Newbies here. It's getting hard now.
1 match for now, yeah, and ARCANI just maybe wanted to take some points on the board. And immediately M2 or 3 to run. That's actually a nice thing to do because now you have a lot of ground you can take over the lane 1 from El Romer. But Leonardo actually gonna pass it because he knows the timing and he knows that he will be able to kill them. But if El Romer will stay quiet, what is this? No, what are you doing? What is this? What do you have in hand? Yeah.
What was he having in his hand? A smoke.
He had a smoke in his hand, and all he had to do is just stay quiet, and then he would be able to move forward more easily.
I mean,
that's sad because they had it.
The main idea, in my opinion, is good to smoke it off. It's blocking their vision here. But if you die...
the initial M2 or 3 I liked actually. That was a cool idea. But utilize it. Have your gun up and go slowly. Don't make sound. In the second that Leonardo heard the sound, he just starts spraying it. But actually, lane 4 progress could be powerful if Doc and Neo can do something. Oh, good nade, but it fell short.
It's falling off.
Perfect nade.
Look at Doc here.
They have C4 there, and Neo managing to get the electric, and Doc and Leonardo.
Oasis.
Oh! ARCANI actually making progress on the lane 4, opening the entire map. Jason and Shrimp being stuck near the OBJ, and if Doc and Neo, Doc getting Jason, and Shrimp is the only sole defender on the OBJ.
And this could have been a cap now.
Breach. Yeah, if you could just go to the, if you go to camera 2, this when you go behind this is a cap, but Recycle killing up Shrimp, they're getting the first point after 10 unanswered points, 11 unanswered points.
Oh, I mean, I have to
ARCANI
admit,
doing good job, fast progress on lane 4 and opening it.
There was a really good progress there on lane 4. Who was it? Was it
Neo and
Doc, yeah.
Yeah,
These
Neo
both
and Doc.
have been actually making this for them. What an unbelievable rush. Yeah.
Again, game a bit. I'll tell you what, it's a bit of game sense though, because they were already near the OBJs. They can see that clearly there's no one there. Go to the yellow container, try to get a cap. 2 points on the board.
Yeah,
like, take the risk. You're already losing. Like, take the risk. Put even a smoke if you feel unsafe. But it's okay. ARCANI did a good job. They did a good job.
But in the end, they just took the safe route there.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they have been aware of the kill counts.
Maybe. Maybe not, maybe yes. I really don't know, but
We'll never find out.
it's okay. They still did good. They did still good. And now another OBJ is that, like the other OBJ, if you play it correctly, you can defend it. It's defendable. You just need to not put 3 defenders in lane 4 and put more effort in lane 1 because you get flanked. They get flanked from lane 1 like 3 times already. So just keep more defenders in lane 1, 2, and 3. Play together, and 2 people in lane 4, 1 forward, 1 backwards, and just play. Try to kill the time, force them to the open ground, and kill them.
We're starting the next round soon. I'm interested to see. I mean, ARCANI can pull this back. Nothing is stopping them here.
Maybe they can. Nothing is stopping them. Nothing is stopping them.
I mean,
you know what? We talked about what ARCANI did good, but what do you think Newbies did wrong about this round and they lost it? Because they played almost perfectly so far.
I mean, the newbies haven't been aware of the lane 4 push. The lane 4 push just ended the round.
Yeah, and I think Oasis was with his back as well too, and he could kill 2 people that were not ready for Oasis, but he didn't notice, I think, because of the smoke sound, so they managed to shoot him on his back and getting the kill on Leonardo too. But off we go to maybe the final round. Again, similar approach, 3 people near lane 4, but Recycle is more watching the center, that's good, but don't overexpose it, Recycle, it'll be fine. And then we can see the split from the Newbies trying to win lane 4. Oasis with an MP5 kill on EO, getting the first pick on lane 1.
Just going a little bit too far. Oh, this break.
I'm not sure it's too far. I'm not sure it's too far. I think you want to avoid. Let me tell you that. So the Marstock will probably get to the first box first. So then you want to play with the sound. You don't want to really overdo it. Oh, good. Good nade. Ah, that's full flash. Oh, an electric and stream. And Oasis. Everyone shooting people.
Cycle almost burning himself there.
And again, pushing again. Those 2 dead bodies at the same place just means that you're not playing it correctly. Play with the sound. Let them get to an uncomfortable position. Use the C4. And Recycle not watching his back could end up in a really bad thing for him.
Only John left on OBJ.
Recycle starting to look his back now, trying to take some shots.
Oh, nice timing though. Nice timing.
And Electric getting the upper hand. 5v1. OBJ could be open, and Jason getting Clark again from that lane 1 push.
That was match point for the newbies. With the final scores of let me count.
12-2. That's a 12 from the Newbies, right?
Yep, 12-2 win for the Newbies. To be fair, ARCANI was having some really good rounds in my opinion. And there have been some rounds. I mean, 2 rounds. 2 rounds.
Yeah, in our league there may be 2 that they had upper hand. In Bazaar they had 2 that they had upper hand. Here they had more than 2. They won 1 and maybe 3 rounds that they had the upper hand in. But they just lost it. If it's team kills, if it's overcommitting. And it's a shame. I think ARCANI has a lot to learn from these casts. But let's talk about the winners. The Newbies definitely on the map. They're getting a 12-2 clean game. Not too many mistakes, but again some mistakes. But pretty much clean game. A lot of 1v5. Good job from everyone, and a great match to see.
Oh, I'm a little bit too quiet, right? Shit. Alright, so what I have to say, yeah. If ARCANI is going to learn from this cast a little bit, then they're for sure able to put out a good fight next time eventually, when they're going to face again. Eventually ARCANI is able to adapt a little bit, and it will get closer. I don't know, we see. Anyways, I'm going to thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to thank you, Just Old, for co-casting with me again, and have a good one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the cast. See you.
Onward VRML is brought to you by Downpour Interactive, HyperX, ProTube VR. Thanks for watching VRML.